What's up, fam? It's your girl, Naia, and today we're diving into some seriously wild territory. We're checking out a video titled AI-generated games are becoming worryingly real from the cutting edge. Can we just take a moment to appreciate how far we've come? Remember when we thought video game characters were the height of realism? Now we've got AI making games that might just be smarter than me on a Monday morning. Get ready for some jaw-dropping moments, a sprinkle of humor, and maybe a few what the heck reactions, because this is bound to be a roller coaster. So grab your snacks, hit that like button if you're ready for some fun, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep up with all the craziness. Let's jump right in.
AI-generated games might be closer than you expect. Just as today we can generate images and videos, what if we could generate exactly the kind of
That's wild. The idea of generating games just like we do with images and videos is next level. And can we talk about that concept of a buff bald man speedrunning? Like, who comes up with this stuff? It's hilarious and kind of genius at the same time. Imagine the chaos and the memes that would come from that. I'm here for it.
The kind of game we wanted simply by suggesting an idea to a computer. Could the digital brain of tomorrow achieve the level of detail necessary to make a game? Doesn't it scare you to think that artificial intelligence might be capable of making something better than we can? This is GTA. And it's more than a mere glimpse into the future of gaming. It's truly a look into a parallel dimension. More specifically, this is a generative artificial intelligence, and it's called Runway Gen 3.
Oh shit, here we go again. First place in the world.
Whoa, Runway General 3? That sounds like some next general wizardry. The fact that AI can generate content like this is mind-blowing. Just look at that scene. It's like we're stepping into a whole new world, where the lines between reality and gaming are getting blurred. I can't even imagine the kind of creativity that's about to explode from this tech.
When we first saw the GTA 5 mod, that wasn't really a mod in the truest sense per se, but instead an AI that changed the look of the game based on dashcam images. It boosted the textures, lighting, and reflections to resemble real-world images. Very cool, but Runway Gen 3 doesn't just change the look of the game, it's an artificial intelligence that can build entire worlds from scratch.
Hey, Big Smoke, it's me, Carl, chill.
Runway is a world simulator. If you and I are in a perfect, permanent simulation looking at a tree, are we looking at something that exists? According to my stoner roommate and the philosopher George Berkeley, yes, the digital tree is real even if it is based on digital processes. This is the concept behind general world models. They're systems that essentially recreate spaces that we could inhabit. A virtual object here is as real as a real object.
That's a mind bender. The idea that a virtual object can be as real as a physical one is wild. It really makes you question what reality even is, right? I mean, if we're living in a simulation, then what's stopping us from creating our own rules? This could change everything about how we interact with games in the digital world.
Well, the ability of this model to capture every detail from depth to the movement of each element in such a consistent manner, it's impressive. World models are useful for many things, including generating realistic videos, but it goes beyond that. It is a computer program that can imagine how the world evolves in response to the behavior of an agent. Basically, these types of models create a video game version of the real world. This means that you can reinterpret the textures, models, and lighting of a game, thus altering not only the look and feel, but also the emotions and visual identity that defined the original experience. User Vague Man asks us to consider a future where we can create these sorts of overlays, altering.
This is next level. The idea of creating overlays that change our perception of reality is insane. Imagine walking around and seeing a whole new layer of visuals on top of what's actually there. It's like augmented reality on steroids. This could totally change how we interact with our environment, and even with each other. I'm all in for this future.
Bring our games into cartoon, stop motion, glass, Lego, wool, perhaps even a minion theme would be possible. You know, just to annoy everybody, except Aunt Becky. This technique can achieve alternate game art styles like pixel art, low poly, or even cell shading. How many different versions of the same game could we get just by modifying how it looks? The sky is the limit. Now, admittedly, right now, the AI is a bit obvious due to the hallucinations, the occasional fast motion blurring, and the system's occasional tendency to completely lose track of what's happening, like me when I don't take my meds. But
That's a hilarious comparison. The AI losing track of things like that is so relatable. It's like when you're trying to focus, but your brain just goes on a wild tangent. And can we talk about those visuals? The mushrooms and the little character are giving me major nostalgia vibes. It's like a mashup of childhood games gone wild.
But considering that this technology does not yet have real geometry as a reference, we can only imagine how extracting precise data directly from a game could allow this to render even more faithful and higher quality reimaginings. Of course, there is a big difference between a reimagined gameplay experience on massive servers and a consumer gaming computer. Runway can only generate videos for the time being, but it's perhaps a taste of what's to come. Essentially, what Runway does right now is take gameplay footage of our favorite game, parse the image sequence consisting of 2D frames, and then alter how each looks. This consumes a lot of resources and doesn't do anything in real time. Runway also only allows you to export clips that are 10 seconds long. No more, no less. Okay, probably less, but that doesn't sound as cool. And yet, despite its limitations, it's amazing how far generative AI has come. So, can we use the power of AI to create video games? One of these two games is 1993's Doom. Which one is it? Yep. Then what is this? Well, this would happen to be the work of a crazy little thing called Game Engine. The first
Game Engine, that's a game changer. The fact that we can create something like this from scratch is mind-blowing. It's like we're stepping back into the roots of gaming, but with a modern twist. The nostalgia is real, and I can't help but appreciate how far we've come. This is the kind of innovation that keeps the gaming world exciting.
The first game engine powered entirely by artificial intelligence, so it doesn't just run Doom. So what's going on here? Something fascinating, but also a bit unsettling, because all those elements created by the development team, they don't exist here. The human has been removed from the equation. And the most amazing thing is that without a game engine, we're talking about a completely reimagined game designed by a machine and rendered in real time. While Game Engine has been demonstrated primarily with Doom, its underlying architecture could theoretically be applied to any video game.
Bei Amazon gibt's Millionen von großartigen Produkten zu Top-Preisen.
This is probably the first AI-generated image from way back in the halcyon days of 2015. In a very short span of time, we've gone from generating static pictures to moving.
This is wild. The leap from static images to dynamic moving content in just a few years is insane. It's like we're living in a sci-fi movie. And can we talk about how quickly technology evolves? It's both exciting and a little terrifying. I can't wait to see what's next.
Moving pictures. Videos, of course, are a continuous sequence of images at high speed. So if you didn't know, now you know. You're welcome. And video games work kind of like this too, but in this case, the AI is generating 20 frames per second or 20 FPS. Considering, though, AI is making this thing on the fly, that's still incredibly fast. Each frame is dynamically created in real time based on what the player is doing. An innovative approach because Stable Diffusion, the model it was based on, is normally used to generate images. But in this case, it's powering a game world. The AI literally creates everything. The state-of-the-art technology behind this is like a digital Bob Ross painting 1,200 frames per minute, but this isn't a happy accident. Game Engine's AI was trained by playing Doom, collecting no less than 900 million frames of.
Whoa, 900 million frames? That's insane. The amount of data and training that went into this is mind-blowing. It's like the AI has absorbed every detail of Doom to create something entirely new. This is the kind of tech that makes you rethink what's possible in gaming.
Million frames of gameplay. No word on whether the AI, like human gamers, was powered by Mountain Dew and Flamin' Hot.
That's hilarious. If the AI was fueled by Mountain Dew and Flamin' Hot Cheetos, it would definitely explain some of those wild gameplay moments. Imagine an AI getting hyped up on snacks while creating a game. It's a funny thought, but honestly, it's impressive how far we've come with AI in gaming.
And hot Doritos, but much like a human gamer, we can confirm it doesn't go to the bathroom.
That's a solid point. No bathroom breaks for the AI means it's always ready to game. It's like the ultimate dedicated gamer. But seriously, the comparison to human gamers is funny and makes you realize how much we can learn from AI in gaming. It's a whole new level of commitment.
The interactive objects, the GUI mechanics, and even the logic of the NPCs, everything can be simulated by processing these patterns. Everything can be reimagined. This is CSGO generated by an AI. Running at 10 frames per second on an RTX 3090, it's a neural network that is literally imagining something it was previously taught. Can you imagine that? We can basically control the memories of a neural network. It's not esports ready yet by any means, but we have a link to the project and you can actually go try it for yourself right now, if you dare. This could have implications beyond anything we've previously dreamed of. It's a whole new way of creating games. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's not forget that every pixel generated in every one of these frames is derived from a game that already exists. Game Gen O, the promise to build a world from a few prompts.
Whoa, Game Gen O sounds epic. The idea of building an entire world from just a few prompts is next-level creativity. It's like having a magic wand for game design. Just imagine the possibilities, endless worlds to explore, all crafted from your imagination. This could revolutionize how we think about game development.
The machines are just the interpreters of a human's vision. There's no polygons, just stable diffusion. A dataset model consisting of over 32,000 videos from various games, more specifically open-world games, which were meticulously classified, filtered, and annotated to train the AI. The landscapes that the AI creates are a mix of reality and fantasy that sometimes borders on the ethereal, perhaps even the surreal. Those accidental visual hallucinations that expose the lack of intentionality. Sometimes it even seems like you can imagine the prompts they used to create it, taking the data it was trained on and crafting something that seems new, but it's actually a combination of known patterns. There's something somewhat empty about the result, something almost soulless.
That's an interesting take. The idea of something being visually stunning yet feeling soulless really hits home. It's like the visuals can be breathtaking, but without that human touch or intention, it can feel a bit hollow. It's a reminder that while AI can create amazing things, there's still something special about the human element in art and design.
It's that uncomfortable mix between emotional disconnect and psychedelic dimensionality, which makes a piece created by AI so recognizably AI. We cannot deny that within that lack of authenticity, something unique emerges, a new authenticity. What the AI produces has its own characteristic stamp, a calling card that gently whispers, humans weren't here. For now, GameGeno is only an interactive video generator, more of an early proof of concept. For example, we can generate game footage and prompt it to do certain things, like move.
This is super cool. The ability to generate game footage and direct the AI to move in specific ways opens up a whole new realm of creativity. It's like having a virtual playground where you can experiment with different scenarios. Just imagine the storytelling possibilities. This could lead to some seriously innovative gameplay experiences.
Move forward, and it will generate a video for you. It's really the foundation of something perhaps inevitable. If this becomes public and more sophisticated, creating games could simply be a prompt away. Minecraft was
That's a game changer. The idea that creating entire games could be as simple as typing a prompt is mind-blowing. It could democratize game development and unleash a wave of creativity from people who might not have traditional coding skills. Just imagine the unique games that could emerge from this. It's an exciting time for the gaming world.
Minecraft was just well cloned, a playable, cursed, AI-generated version of Minecraft
That's wild. A cursed AI-generated version of Minecraft sounds like a hilarious and chaotic experience. Just imagine all the bizarre glitches and unexpected surprises that could come from that. It's like taking the essence of Minecraft and throwing it into a blender with some wild AI creativity. I'm here for the chaos.
Minecraft that has been trained on millions of hours of game footage. The funny thing, well, actually, no, not funny, they don't mention Minecraft once in their websites. And world models are a whole different beast. Remember, general world models build a mental, yes, a mental of what the world is like and how it works. It's not just about creating photorealism. It is a complete world simulator driven by artificial intelligence, and that's kind of huge. And with big corporations like EA hopping on the AI hype, this isn't far off, is it? Today, a person is playing Doom on Game Engine at 20 FPS, or perhaps Counter-Strike at 10 FPS. Imagine for a moment what this technology could be in a couple of years, and how much has been achieved already in so little time. Is this the democratization of game development?
Absolutely, this could be the start of a whole new era in game development, where anyone with a creative idea can bring their vision to life. The barriers are coming down, and it's exciting to think about the diverse range of games that could emerge from this democratization. Just look at that stunning visual. The potential is limitless.
Do we even want this? Do you want this? Do I want this? I'll say no. The best we can figure, AI only, quote unquote, understands how games work through patterns. This is perhaps a revolution, one that puts development in the hands of something that we don't even yet fully understand how it thinks. One part of me loves the development and seeing the progression of science and the creation of something that we truly only thought could have been science fiction at one point in time, and yet now it's here in this day and age, and we are watching it form like, I don't know, a butterfly busting out of a chrysalis, except that butterfly is also trying its damnedest to take jobs away from game developers and artists and writers, and that butterfly has really got some hands, man. I don't know, chat. This is good. This is bad. And obviously it's nuanced. There's good and bad. What do you think? I'm curious, let me know. Existentialist crisis aside, thank you for watching. I'm Jace Marcus VO, and thanks for also hitting that thumbs up and maybe even ringing the bell if you're feeling a little cheeky.
Alright, fam, we've come to the end of this wild ride through the realm of AI-generated games, and let me tell you, I was not ready for the sheer brilliance and madness we just witnessed. From buff bald men speedrunning to the mind-boggling concept of a cursed AI version of Minecraft. This video had my head spinning faster than a gaming chair on caffeine. Honestly, if we're being real, my expectations were definitely met if not exceeded. I mean, who knew that AI could take us from the glory days of pixelated characters to creating immersive worlds with just a few prompts? It's like we're on the brink of living inside a video game ourselves. Can someone hand me a controller before I accidentally trip into virtual reality? But here's the kicker, amidst all that eye-popping innovation, there's something to be said about the human touch in game design. Sure, AI is cool and all, but it can still feel a bit soulless, like a pizza without cheese. Where's the flavor, am I right? So in conclusion, as exciting as this tech is, don't forget to sprinkle a bit of that human creativity onto it, otherwise, we might just end up with some beautiful but empty video game landscapes like art without a purpose. Now, before you dash off to create your own AI game or craft your very own buff bald man, make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed the chaos today. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Join the fam, because trust me, you don't want to miss out on the next level of reaction adventures. Until next time, keep it real and game on.